Hey guys, it's HPP, and well, we're still mapping it out. We got all these squares. What we're gonna fill them. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make them less square by putting some fancy drawing shit in it. Yeah, well, the fish is talking. That's fancy and new, and now the fish is talking at night, or he was, but now the map is being filled out. And that's Needle Rock Isle, I think. I think that one's also important, because I think Needle Rock Isle is the one where you find the fancy beetle ship. It was either that or Rockspire Isle. If Rockspire Isle is even an island, I don't even remember. I think I got Rockspire Isle in the last video, if it exists. And I think that's the Island of Steel. We already got that before, technically, but since this was a different recording than I got that map record fill out in, then I'm gonna have to get it again, okay? Okay. Right. So we just keep seeing the same fish over and over again. It's funny that all these fish look the same. I never really thought about it. But they're all exactly the same and talk the exact same way. It's as if the same fish travels throughout the whole sea and just happens to know when you're going to come by a certain island. And there's the fish during enemy music. And it changed. And that's Southern Triangle Island. That was one of the 3 islands we went to. We already know that. That was one of the 3 islands we went to when we were trying to get the Tower of the Gods to raise up. Ugh, the Tower of the Gods. You know, I found out you really can see it from anywhere in the shut up. You really can see it anywhere in the Great Sea. And that's the private oasis. We will be going somewhere soon there, because fun stuff happens. Anyway, the Tower of the Gods, you can definitely see from any square in the ocean. Because if you're in, say even like Forsaken Fortress Square, or G7, and you look towards it, you can still see it better than you could see anything else, except for the island you're right up next to. Oh, they say there it is. No, that's not in the distance. That's a fairy island. At least it looks like a fairy island. Shut up! Oh, my God. Anyway, and that's Bird's Peak Isle. Bird's Peak Rock. How am I reading those? I guess I just know that. I'm just brilliant, that's what. Triumph Forks. All this blather about Jolden Triumph Forks. Oh. Right. And a lot of these islands I noticed are just like 5, sticks coming out of the ground. They're not really isles or anything like that. They're just rocks sticking up out of the ground, water. Although I guess that's really what an island is. And a thought occurred to me while I'm rambling about not this. The Tower of the Gods is like, I don't know. When I was roaming around, I was looking at the Tower of the Gods, and I thought about what the king said when we were down in Hyrule after we, found out the Tetra was Zelda and all that stuff. It said, well, the king said something like, the entrances to the Earth and the Wind temples, which are our next temple destinations, no spoilers, are in Hyrule, but we can't get to them down there. That would be kind of cool if we could just go to the temples in Hyrule. But no, alas, Ganon has put scary barriers around them. That's Southern Fairy Isle. That's important. We'll be going to those later. All these fairy isles we keep seeing. But yeah, so Ganon's put all these barriers so we can't go to the real entrances of these temples. I don't personally remember a Wind or Earth temple in Hyrule, but different Hyrule, I guess. But, oh, what am I thinking about? Okay, well, the thing is, to get into the temples, you have to go through the top. They both happen to be on, the tallest mountains in Hyrule. So that's fine and all, but, what does that say about the Tower of the Gods? Because, is the Tower of the Gods, connected to Hyrule Castle? What is the point of it? Because it raises up out of the sea, and you go into the entrance, but that's really all you got. You got water, and a big, big tower with a bell on top of it. But when you go underwater, it's like there's nothing there. Is the tower floating? Because that's kind of weird if it was. But, I don't know, it must be the tallest structure in Hyrule if it isn't, but what is it connected to if it's not? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. I have no idea. Because, when you finish the Tower of the Gods, you get taken underwater. And all you see there is Link trying not to drown, even though he can actually breathe underwater. And that's Headstone Island. That's important too. But, oi, I don't know what to say about it. It's weird to me. I thought about it and it just really confused me for some reason I can't even explain. Well, you can see Headstone and Gale Isle are the two islands that'll be important to us. But, like I've also said, we won't be messing with either of those for a long while. But when the time comes, we'll be ready for them. Because I'll make sure of it. Make sure we're ready for them. Because we've almost filled out the map, which means all this nitty-gritty blah 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 whatever stuff is almost out of the way. Okay, yeah. Something smells fishy here. Quite right. And there's thunder. And I believe... no, that wasn't the same thing. But... yeah, that island we just had was a 2-eye reef. That one's actually slightly important, but you'll find out at the end of the video why. Other than stuff that may or may not be in the reef, but that's really none of my concern at the current time. Gastro, whatever. And here is the last island. The ever-so-magical 5-star Isles, which are more of those pointy rocks sticking up out of the ocean. Whatever. And he tells us about, have you seen it, small fry? The ghost ship? Well, he actually names the ghost ship. The ghost ship is important, but we'll only be going there for one thing later. And suddenly... well, there's a whirlpool. And there's another one of those things. However, this one only has 4 eyes. No jokes will be made at the expense... never mind, shut up. Lame. Anyway, you saw how we handled the 12-eye ones. This one also has something important, so we're going to take it out. In fact, this one has the most important reward these could possibly grant. More important than a heart piece, you say? Why, yes, viewers, more important than a heart piece. I think it just has 1 eye left, so let's take... no, 3. Whatever. Bam, bam, bam. And he's down. And it's down. Ugh. Anyway, don't mean to butcher that amazing thing. However, what in the hell is that? Okay. Oh, waker of the winds, thanks to you I have been freed from the beast's grasp. As thanks, I will give you just a little of my power. Okay, that sounds awesome. Last time I got more money, the ability to hold more money, as if my pockets weren't already deep enough, son. Get that money. That pirate money. And bam! Whoa! Creepy face. Your magic power is increased. Yay! As you can see, our magic power has doubled, which is amazing. Freaking amazing. And she gives us a hint about something I tried to get earlier, but was too stupid to know that I didn't have to get it earlier. Alas. I wish I weren't so stupid. Oh, why am I so stupid?